Hey everyone, Robin Shalia Grant here. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. By the way, welcome to Elevate Services channel where we talk about all things business and elevating our lives to next and higher levels, especially those of you in the life insurance space. And I'm excited about today's message. Now, if you are an entrepreneur or especially if you're a life insurance agent and you're in the insurance industry, you know how demanding our work can be. Yes, it's rewarding because we're helping families, we're helping people, but very demanding. So today, I just really want to talk about something that might surprise you, but it is the importance of rest. Rest as a business strategy. Listen, for those of you who believe in a higher power, even God rested on the seventh day. So you heard that right. Rest as a business strategy. So let's dive in. Why rest is a secret weapon for entrepreneurs, a game changer for life insurance agents. The hustle culture trap. I mean, quiet as it's kept, I actually avoid that word hustle. I have put it to rest. I don't even like using the word hustle anymore. I want to align and use my energy with wisdom. But with that said, there is a true hustle culture going on for those who are chasing a bag, so to speak, or just going after your goals with relentless pursuit. We know that oftentimes the concept of hustling comes up, hustle hard, hustle hard. Listen, we've all heard hustle hard, sleep later, but there's a catch to that. Now, the mentality behind it can really not only lead to burnout, but also decreased productivity. So we can end up going in the opposite direction because of that burnout. And then ultimately, it leads to health issues, which is a major problem. We all know that health is wealth because without our health, what do we really have? If we can't even get out of the bed to do what we need to do, or if we have some sort of debilitating situation to where we cannot be functional, where does that leave our hustle or our business, right? So it's very important that we don't have such a hustle mindset that it leads us to burnout, less productivity, and then health issues. That's not what we want. So that's a common misconception that being busy actually will lead you to great success. So in reality, it's not just about working hard, but also working smart. So we can do them both. And we don't have to just hustle or work hard to the point of burnout. Let's not do that anymore. Let's get into the science of rest. That's right, there's a science behind this. Now, this is why it's crucial. Research actually shows that adequate rest and sleep actually boosts our cognitive function. We know when we get a good night's rest or when we just wake up feeling refreshed and rested, we function at a much higher level. And it's true. Not only does it increase our cognitive function, but it also enhances our creativity, which we all need. It improves our decision-making skills and power. So for life insurance agents specifically, we're constantly juggling meetings, policy details, sales strategies. This is vital to be able to have that quick thinking on a well-rested mind, okay? So having that well-rested mind just means we're more alert and ready and better equipped to make better decisions, help our clients with their needs, and close more deals so that we can help as many families as possible. Okay, so let's really get into it. The power of strategic breaks. So let's actually break down how you can incorporate this into a real business strategy. So here are a few tips on making this a real strategy. Number one, schedule your breaks. You might be able to create your own schedule. If you're in that situation, kudos, that is excellent. That's what we're all going for, right? But if not, work with the schedule that you have and just figure out your rest breaks in there. So a few throughout the day, a few throughout the week. You can even start scheduling your vacations ahead of time so that instead of trying to squeeze a vacation in when you have some time, plan it before and then just make that happen. Don't let other things come in to deter you from what you've already set in motion. But just scheduling the, blocks of time, just short little regular breaks, maybe after you've worked for, 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever works for you, schedule some sort of 15-minute, 30-minute, or even hour-long break, depending on how long those blocks are. So make sure you're doing that. Also, what you can do is a digital detox. So like unplug your devices. Put your devices away. Step away from the devices. Give yourself some time. Set a timer if you need to. Set the timer on the phone for, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, an hour, whatever it is, whatever you can give to the detox, right? Step away from it and then come back. And especially at night, when we're going to bed, we definitely don't need our devices near us. And I know some of us are falling asleep with devices in our hand and waking up and going straight to that device. Listen, we don't want the device to become a thing that we rely on too much. So those digital detoxes can really, really help to clear our mind, reset. It works so well. Also, prioritize sleep. I just spoke about sleep and making sure your devices are not encroaching upon your sleep. So, ideally they say 8 hours of sleep, somewhere between 7 and 9, depending on who you are and what works best for you and the other things you have going on in your life. So that means you probably need to put the sleep on your schedule as well. Listen, schedule everything as much as you can. So that way, hey, at a certain time of night, this is when I start my night routine so that I can start winding down, preparing myself for bed. And at this time, I am in bed. So even if I'm not exactly asleep at that time, at least I know that I'm on my way there. So you can make sure you get ample sleep before the next morning. Now, this is not just care, okay? This is a business strategy and it's so necessary. And some of the most high functioning people are doing this. I can tell you, most people who feel well, who are healthy and who are high functioning are not doing that off of 3 hours of sleep every night. That leads to burnout, and I just want to encourage you not to do that. Now, if you happen to be one of those very special people, the half of a percentile of people who can do that, more power to you. I can't tell you how your body works, but for most of us, we absolutely need that sleep. It is vital. The same way we need nutrients and we need water, we need air, we need shelter, we need sleep. Okay. Also, mindfulness practices. So those of you who are religious or spiritual, prayer for sure. Prayer. But also things like deep breathing exercises, meditating, taking time to read. All of these are mindfulness practices and they help you to refocus. And then I would also add to that exercise. Exercise is a great way to have a strategic break. Go take a walk. Taking a walk can absolutely clear your mind. And if you need to take it a step further, go to the gym, lift some weights where you're just, zoned out. You're not thinking about anything else. You're just getting that physical activity. That can be a great strategic break as well. And you're getting the exercise in. But even if it's just a walk, trust me, that's an excellent strategic break. Now, this is a real life success story with this. Think Ariana Huffington. She is the founder of Huffington Post, and she is very vocal about how much she prioritizes her rest, which I think is great. She's extremely vocal about it, not only her rest, but sleep and wellness. So she actually attributes much of her success to the time that she spends resting and recharging. And I myself am really starting to accept this also. Listen, if she can do that, so can I. As a matter of fact, last week, it hit me heavy. I just had this heavy tiredness that came upon me. And I was like, you know what? I can't do it. I'm not doing anything else. I put the devices aside. I went to my couch and I laid down on my couch and I rested. And, part of me, I almost slightly felt guilty because due to this hustle culture that we are immersed in, sometimes we'll feel guilty, like, oh, there's always something to do. I need to be doing something instead of resting. But no, I actually was able to start the next day with a much more clear mind, and I was very productive and hit my goals. So I can see that it works for Ariana Huffington, and it works for me too. So I want to encourage you to do the same. Okay, so now that you've made it to this portion of the video, I'm so proud of you. That lets me know that you are serious about your success and you understand the need for rest. So here is my challenge to you. This is your call to action. We know what those CTAs are. Listen, I want you this very next weekend to unplug. I know it's revolutionary, but unplug and see how it affects your productivity the following week. I want you to test this out for yourself. Really allow yourself to rest. Don't just go hard through the whole weekend too. No, really recharge yourself. And tell me in the comment section how well this worked for you. Please share your experiences. I cannot wait to read about it. Just like I told you about mine, I want to hear about yours. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more insights. As you see, these videos are coming out regularly, and I'm so excited about this community that we're building together. So share it with other people too. The more, the merrier. We are building our businesses, we're building our minds, we're elevating in every way possible. Now remember, rest is not a luxury. It is a strategic move for your business. So before we get out of here, I just want to take this opportunity to thank you one more time for tuning in today. You took a few minutes out of your life to help elevate and understand why rest is so important. And it's a huge strategy to how you can improve and elevate in business, especially those of us in the life insurance field. So until next time, make sure you take care of yourself. Get the adequate rest that you need. Make it a priority on your entrepreneurial journey and on your business journey, whatever it is that you do. Okay? See you soon.